All right, let's get right into it. For anyone who's ever had a protective style, I'm talking braids, locks, you name it, you know that feeling. That little pit in your stomach when you realize wash day is coming. Well, today we're going to walk through a story about finally overcoming that struggle and figuring out how to get your hair truly clean without messing up your whole style. So let me just ask you straight up. Are you afraid to wash your braids? Because it's a real fear, right? You've spent all that time, all that money getting them just perfect. The absolute last thing you want to do is cause a bunch of frizz or make them feel loose way too soon. If you're nodding along right now, trust me, you are in good company. And this quote, wow, this just hits it right on the head. Mentally drained. That's the perfect way to put it. It's that feeling of complete exhaustion before you even turn on the water, because you know it's going to be this huge, complicated process. That's the feeling we're going to tackle today. So why? Why is this such a common headache for so many of us? Well, a huge part of the problem comes down to the actual products we're using. We're about to get into the nitty-gritty of why your average, everyday shampoo just isn't built for the job when you have a protective style. Okay, so check this out because this is where it all starts to make sense. On the left, you've got regular shampoos. They basically just sit on the surface of your hair. They're not really designed to get deep inside the braid or the lock, and that's exactly what creates that frizz and can make your style feel loose. It's a temporary fix, at best. But now, look at the right. A detox approach is a completely different game. It's made to work underneath everything, getting right to the real source of any buildup for a deep clean that doesn't cause all that damage. So now that we know the problem, let's talk about the solution. And this is what we're calling the path to freedom. We're not talking about some other complicated product here. We're talking about a simple, straightforward ritual, something that actually gives you your time and your sanity back on wash day. And here it is, the number that just changes everything. 90 minutes. That's it. I mean, just take a second and think about the hours, maybe even a whole day you've spent on this in the past. This completely reframes the entire experience. It goes from being this huge ordeal to something you can actually fit into your life. It's a total game changer. And here's the breakdown of how it's done. It's a simple 5-step process. You prep your hair and scalp, you apply a nourishing oil, and then this amazing detoxifying clay mask gets to work. After that, you just rinse it all out with a special botanical infusion and then gently dry your hair. See? It's framed less like a chore and more like a little self-care ritual you can actually look forward to. So what does this all lead to? It leads to a whole new reality. This is the after, and it's about so much more than just having clean hair. It's about truly reclaiming your wash day and taking back control from that feeling of dread. So let's just recap what you actually get out of this. You get that deep clean, but without the frizz that we all hate. You can actually keep your hair and scalp healthy while your style is in. You get a simple, fast routine that finally puts an end to that wash day dread. And all of this leads to the main goal, right? To finally be able to enjoy your protective style totally stress-free. And the best part is, you make it your own. This isn't some rigid one-size-fits-all rule. You figure out what works for you and your lifestyle. Maybe a deep clean every 3 weeks is perfect, or maybe it's every 4. It's all about creating a routine that you can actually stick with. And hey, if you're curious and you want to dive deeper into this, maybe get a detailed guide to help you find that perfect cycle for you, you can find everything you need to know at ToxiTress.info. So I'll just leave you with this one final thought to chew on. Imagine not having to spend a whole day getting mentally and physically ready for wash day. What would you do with all that time, with all that energy back in your pocket? What does a truly stress-free wash day really open up for you? It's kind of exciting to think about, isn't it?